What's up, ninjas? It's Pump Monday and we're out here taking care of business and mowing these yards, mowing this grass. Quick update on the 61 that I had mentioned and shown to you of what's been going on, and it's been messing up. The cranking where it hits still does that, of course, and so I'm thinking that is maybe valves need to be adjusted and whatever else it may need. So that's not something I'm gonna mess with. I did fix the throttle. Okay, so what I've done, ninjas, is I've come down here, and if you can see, like right there where my finger's at, there's a screw, okay? And I've tightened it. The thing is, I might have over tightened it a little bit, so now it's like a freaking dirt bike, a race car. Like the engine has got so much power, more power than it has than the day that I picked this bad boy up. So I've been turning it down just a tad bit, but it seems like it's still pretty high. So I'm actually just wondering if that's okay for the engine. I don't want it to be too much to where the engine is gonna blow up on me. But let's see if it'll record and I can show you what I'm talking about here. Okay. See how it's definitely very touchy now? See that? But I'm gonna go ahead and full throttle it, and I don't know how much the camera is gonna pick up, but you might be able to pick up that it's massive amount of power. Okay, do you see what I'm talking about? Like, it is so powerful. I'm actually looking forward to showing up at a big leaf job that I can really see how it's gonna mulch those leaves now. That thing is, nothing is stopping it in its way. I love it. I actually would prefer to leave it that way. I'm just worried, is it gonna damage the engine in the long run? Okay, I didn't record here because you guys have seen these two before, and you've watched me mulch them, but we just finished everything. Front, back, front, back. Just wanted to quickly show you before we're off to the next one. It looks good. Still plenty of leaves. What were you saying, Sass?
I've been up since 4 a.m. just waiting to blow leaves.
Hell yeah. Pump Monday.
Got my little practice leaf thing there at the house. You know, I got 2 leaves on the coffee table. I go, you know, get you going.
Okay. All right, ninjas, here we are at this one right here. Sassy's already started it. Sun is kind of bright. So here's the thing, if you ever want to make your mower turn into a NASCAR car racer rally, hold on, oh, okay, I got it. Thought I had my keys, I left them in the truck. If you ever want to make your mower into a NASCAR mower or a freaking crazy speed, all you have to do is what I showed you earlier. Adjust that throttle cable just a little, and holy crap. Want to talk about a difference? I've never had that 61 that responsive, that powerful. I mean, whoo, I'm telling you. Even Sassy was just like, oh my goodness. Anyway, we got a truck coming up tomorrow. I gotta go pick it up. It's gonna be a demo truck, a review truck. We get to keep it for a week. If I like it, if I'm happy with it, maybe we can talk about, they definitely are wanting to see if I maybe wanna just keep always a new truck as a review and a demo and give my thoughts on it and really give you guys my input on it, for one. Two, I've always been a Ford guy. I am always a Ford guy, and I'm I'm just a Ford guy. I've grown up around Ford trucks. And I'm talking specifically trucks, not cars. I've always had Ford trucks around my family, you know, whether it's friends, whether it's parents, myself. I've had several Ford trucks through my young age into maturity, adulthood, right? I'm a kid at heart, man. So I've always been a Ford guy, as you can see right here, right? I've always been a Ford guy. I've had a 97, a 2004, a 2007, and a 2014, a 2009, from F-150s to F-250s. I've had them all. Okay, this is the first diesel truck. So a lot of you who've been paying attention will know what kind of truck that it is coming tomorrow. But for those of you who don't, take a guess. Let me know down in the comment section. What do you think? What truck am I getting? Just let me know. All right, so we'll talk about that. Also, we're gonna talk about how I lock in clients for a year-round service, how I do it, basically more or less how I present it and what I offer, how I go about it, and it locks people in. They're happy, they love it, and it also guarantees me for year-round work. And I'm pumped. It's Pump Monday, okay? Pump Monday. All right, so let me charge. I don't want to keep talking. All right, let me charge this battery. Let me get this job done. Join Sassy, and we'll see you ninjas here in a few. Okay, ninjas, so here's the deal. By the way, we're over here at this one. You guys have seen it before. This is the last cut of the year. So as I mentioned to you a couple of videos ago, a lot of them, you know, slowly fall off in November, then December, and a couple more in January and February and so forth, and then a big rush in March, sorry. So this is the last cut on this one. All right, so one of the things I want to talk to you guys about, dust. It's been real dusty today. We've been doing a lot of leaf jobs. I've only been able to record like 1 or 2 for you guys. It's just been go, go, go. And it's getting dark too. It's already 5 o'clock. Is how do you lock in? Here's the thing. So we have a decent sized community in this lawn care industry, okay? And I have watched a lot of these guys. Some are lawn care guys and some are just YouTubers. Okay, but I've watched both, and I really watched a lot of them to see if anybody has mentioned or anybody has figured out a way to help these young patois, young ninjas, or just anybody really, of how to lock in year-round contracts with their customers. There is a strategy in business that I think is really important. Wow. There's a strategy in life. Life is strategy. Everything you do is got to be a strategy, okay? To better yourself, better your family, your well-being, everything has to be a strategy. Whether, oh, some of these windows, noise. Sassy's already blown off, I told you, it's a wrap. So if I don't finish talking about this, I will continue this when we either get to the next job or when I get home. But everything's got to be a strategy, guys, okay? You have to strategize everything. I'm all about strategy. Sometimes I don't really share too much of that. Maybe I need to share a little more. Not because I don't want to, by all means. I just get caught up in so many other things, whether it's talking about for the moment of the day, you know, for that day, what we do, that moment, or whatever. But I think strategy is really important. One of the things I've realized in this business as I got into it, and definitely the first 5 years chuggled on through, I figured out that there's got to be a strategy of how you run your business, and that's going to really make you successful. But it's really life too, right? Strategy. You got to strategize in your life to make sure that you do the right things to have a better life, or you're going to pay the price down the road. Sassy's coming in. I just I need to go, so stay tuned on that. I just wanted to kind of give you a little heads up on that, but we'll talk about all that coming up. Come on, old sassafras. There you go. And you knocked that out so fast, it's unbelievable.
Yep, did you see what I did?
What'd you do?
Try it, because I'm a ninja.
Here's your Nature Minute with Sassy!
You know, I'm glad you brought that up.
Okay.
Did you know that crows can remember individual human faces?
No, crows?
Once they've met somebody, they hardly ever forget them.
You're kidding.
Mm-hmm.
No freaking way, dude.
That's a very smart bird.
Dude.
That's right. So, you know, if you accidentally hit them with your car, you better hope you get rid of them because they're coming at you.
You know, that actually reminded me of that old classic movie, The Birds.
Oh, that's a scary movie.
It is, isn't it?
Yes, I don't like it when animals attack.
Was that crows?
No, it's birds.
It was just birds. It wasn't crows.
No, there was a Brandon Lee movie about a crow, but that's a whole other thing. Very scary.
Okay. I thought those were actually crows, the birds.
Nope, they were all sorts of birds.
Oh yeah, there was all different types.
But you know, I'll give you a 2 for 1 today.
Okay.
It's Pump Monday, so you got to come at
Pump Monday. All right, one more.
So, did you know the blue jay's feathers are colored exactly like a hawk, so it looks scary when it's flying?
What?
That way other birds don't attack it.
Wow, I did not. It looks just like a hawk?
Oh yeah. You set them side by side, the hawk feathers and the blue jay feathers are the same except for the color.
So that other birds who would normally attack it think that it's a hawk.
That's right. You don't mess with no hawk.
No, you don't. It's like the top bird, period. Right. So birds and crows.
See? That's a super aviary Monday.
Wow, I did not know that. Thank you, Sass.
Oh, yeah.
Nature Minute with Sass, always learning something every day.
We all about learning and growth.
What? Uh-oh. That's way too many cops for a bus.
Apparently, when you go Greyhound, you get to ride with the sheriff's department as well. It's free.
There's state troopers and everything. Woo! Somebody's what? Busted! I wanted to give you the Nature Minute, and we're headed home, but I'll see you here shortly. Let's finish that up, give you some of the tips and things that I have done in the past to lock in my future. Ooh, I like that. See you soon, ninjas.
Bye.
Let's say you get a call, you show up at the yard, you walk around, and then these numbers, guys, I'm just using this as an example, but let's say it's a $50 yard. And this customer wants a weekly service, all right? And he wants it weekly or bi-weekly, it doesn't matter. And he wants you to give him a quote. So what I do is I present to him I always present a write-up, whether it's on paper or in my head, it doesn't matter, as long as I present to him accurately and where I'm going with this, okay? So, how many weeks in a year, guys? A little pop quiz. 52 weeks. So what's divided by 2? 26 weeks, right? So here's the thing. $50 a week times 52 weeks is what? Like $2,600? That's what I do right there. I tell them, hey, it's going to be $50, and I'm going to do a quick math right here. All right? Just to confirm, times 52 weeks is $2,600. I was correct. All right, so now the customer wants a monthly payment. They don't want to write you a check every week. They don't want to write you a check every 2 weeks, whatever, And I have a lot of customers who pay me for the whole year. So a lot of customers will write you a check for $2,600 and then they're done for the whole year. Some don't want to do that. They want to do the monthly thing. So what you'll do, let's say the total is $2,600. You take $2,600 and you divide that by 12 months. That's $216 a month that you got steady income year round. $216 a month. Now these are just examples. Now, $2,600 is $50 a week. That obviously just includes mowing, trimming, blowing off the driveway, walkway. If he or she want any additional stuff included in that, then obviously it's going to change numbers and your monthly payment is going to go up. I think it's the way our society is going in this direction, and people like that. And here's how I'm figuring this. So when I was younger, and my father had to always pay for insurance on the vehicles and things, right? And I remember my father used to always want to pay up front for the whole thing because there used to be a big discount. All right, so like they would tell you it's certain amount per month on your vehicles. My father always had like 3-4 vehicles, okay? And he was like, well, how much if I pay for the whole year up front? And they would always give him a bit of a discount. And he loved that. Well, it always attracted me too. And I was like, well, I mean, if I got the money, I got to pay it anyway. So why do the monthly? And it's one less monthly payment I got to have. And so I want to pay always for the whole year and get a discount. Well, a few years back, it stopped. Okay, a lot of companies, and I'm not just talking about insurance companies, I'm talking about in general now, but particular insurance companies stopped that. So when I was getting my insurance here recently, just a few years back, and they gave me a quote for all my vehicles and things, and I said, hey, I don't want to do monthly. They instantly were pushing me to do the monthly thing, and I was like, how much is it for a whole year? And he's like, it's actually going to be more. And I'm like, excuse me? He goes, yeah, it's going to be more. I'm like, why would it be more? I'm paying more money up front. Shouldn't I get a discount? It's always been like that. He goes, no, things have changed. So they're forcing you to go monthly so you get a bit of a discount. Okay, so now I even am paying a monthly premium for all my vehicles that's automatically withdrawn out of my account. And that's also another discount. Instead of them having to mail me a check every month or a bill and I'm having to mail them a check every month, they wanted that automatic withdrawal. And by forcing me, basically, I mean, they're not technically forcing me, but they are. If I want that discount, they're forcing me. By doing that, they are giving me a discount, and they got me, right? So now they got my account. They're going to withdraw it every month. Their money is obviously pretty much more of a guarantee than, is this customer going to mail in a check this month or not? So the transition is happening. And whether, for whatever reason, whether it's these companies are forcing it on us or, well, in a way, like I said, the discount or whatever, but people are getting used to that. And so what I'm noticing is people like monthly payments. Now, you still get your fair share of customers who just want to pay per service. Nothing wrong with it. I like it. I enjoy it because I get a check or cash or whatever, right, at the time of service. It's great. But when people pay for the whole month, you tend to feel like that first month you'll get paid and then the next 3 weeks you're not getting anything. I mean, even though you got paid for it, but it's that feeling there's nothing there, right? And then what about these customers that I have? I got 2 handfuls of customers who pay for the whole year up front. Great. This time of the year is great because money's coming in and piling up and it's awesome. But guess what? During the whole summer, I've got no money coming from those yards anymore. But they've paid. So anyway, my point is people like that. People are comfortable. So that's how I present my yearly, call it what you want, contracts, agreements, whatever. 9 times out of 10, if people pay you for the whole year, they're going to have you service it for the whole year unless you just truly screw something up. Monthly payments, people don't think about it. They don't worry about it. They see that the monthly withdrawal has happened and they always look at their yard and it's taken care of. Whatever, it's done. So that's what I do. Now, of course, as I mentioned earlier, if there's additional services that they want, shrubbery, mulch, aerating, things like that, if they want you to include that. But that's going to raise their monthly payment higher, which is more likely for you to get turned down. So this is what I do. I only do the monthly payments by mowing. And I tell them when we get to the time frame of aerating, when we get that, to that time that it's due for a shrubbery, when it's time for mulching, whatever, right? Let me quote you separately on that, and those are just going to be additional charges and additional services. But the mowing is just strictly mowing, and they love it because now they got a small monthly payment of $216, again, just an example, and when the time comes for all the other stuff, it's just additional charges. Well, it all comes together. At the end of the year, you've got a big lump sum from one customer. One customer could equal easy $4,000 or $5,000 per year, depending on the size and the yards and all that, of course. But that's how you want to do it. Now, I haven't seen anybody share this on YouTube, this community. I haven't seen it. I haven't come across it, and I'm wondering why. So tell me, ninjas, does your area not do this? Do you not present year-round service? Contracts, agreements, call it what you want. I don't call it contracts. I feel like these customers who pay me monthly, they can always give me a heads up and say, hey, after this month when you're done, let's stop service. Great, no problem. So I'm gonna finish. I actually like that because it gives me a heads up. So I can prepare myself for next month going, okay, well, I'm gonna be $200 short next month. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why I like the monthly services and I like the yearly service pay. I haven't seen any of these people talk about it. And like I said, maybe in these different areas, people don't do this. They don't like to do this. I know a lot of you are still doing the whole thing. You mow for the whole freaking month and then you invoice them and then you got to wait on your money. And when they don't pay, you got to chase your money. I'm not doing it. And I've done it when I started my business. I've learned quickly that's not the most efficient way to do your billing and charging. And I'm not chasing my money, man. I provide a service. I need my money. Bottom line. It's going to save you a lot of time and headache. Anyway, so there's your answer. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope this helps you, impacts your business. If it's something you're not already doing, maybe it's something you want to consider into next season. And if that's the case, try it out, man. Present it to your customers, even if it's your old customers or your new customers. And if you've got already old customers that are set in their own way with you, that you've been doing it for years, then probably a good idea not to change it. But definitely any new customers you come across, try it out. If it's a $50 yard, say, hey, it's $50 times 52 weeks. If it's a weekly service, it's $2,600. Times that by, divide that by 12 months, it's $260. $216 a month, and your yard is going to be taken care of every freaking week. You can best believe that. Mama Ninja's here. I got to open the garage door. It's freaking cold. Got to go in, upload this, and get ready for tomorrow. Thunder Pumper Tuesday. Ooh, we got some goodies tomorrow. Peace!